Hey everyone. Have you ever wondered what it means to be truly happy? Not just the kind of happy you feel when you get a new toy or a favorite snack, but a happiness that lasts deep down inside? Well, today, we're going to dive into something amazing that Jesus shared a long time ago, the Beatitudes. Imagine being part of a huge crowd on a sunny hillside, listening to Jesus as he tells us secrets about happiness, kindness, and living a life that pleases God. You can find these special teachings in the Bible, in the book of Matthew, chapter 5. Each beatitude is like a treasure that Jesus gives us, helping us see how we can be blessed or happy no matter what's going on around us. Now, the word beatitude might sound fancy, but it's just a way to say blessing or special gift from God. These are gifts we don't unwrap like presents. Instead, we discover them in our hearts. Each beatitude teaches us about being kind, humble, loving, and brave. And the best part? When we follow these teachings, we're promised an amazing reward from God. So are you ready to unlock the secrets of true happiness? Let's go on this journey together. And hey, if you're as excited as I am to learn these lessons, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our future adventures. Alright, let's get started with the first beatitude. The first beatitude might sound a bit mysterious, but it's really powerful. Jesus begins by saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 5:3. But what does poor in spirit mean? Jesus isn't talking about money or things. He's talking about being humble, about knowing that we all need help sometimes. Imagine you're trying to lift a huge rock on your own. It's heavy, and you just can't do it alone. But then a friend comes along and helps you lift it. That's what it's like to be poor in spirit. It's realizing that we can't do everything by ourselves, and that we need God's help. When we're poor in spirit, we open our hearts to God's love and guidance. Jesus says that when we live with this humble heart, the kingdom of heaven belongs to us. Imagine that. We don't have to be perfect or have all the answers. We just need to ask for God's help and stay close to Him. Isn't it amazing that God's kingdom is promised to those who have a heart that's open and ready for His love? If you're feeling inspired to be a little more humble and closer to God, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. There's so much more wisdom from Jesus coming your way, and we can't wait to share it with you. In the second beatitude, Jesus tells us, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." Matthew 5, verse 4. Mourning is a big word, but it simply means feeling sad. We've all had times when we felt that way. Maybe we lost something special, missed someone we love, or felt hurt by something that happened. When Jesus says, "Blessed are those who mourn," He's telling us that even in our saddest moments, God is with us, holding us close, ready to comfort our hearts. Imagine a rainy day where the clouds make everything feel gray. But then a beautiful rainbow appears, reminding us that the sun is still there, just behind the clouds. That's like God's comfort. It shines through our sadness, giving us hope. Jesus promises that when we trust God with our sadness, He will wrap us in His love and bring us comfort. It's okay to feel sad, because God's love will always find a way to brighten our hearts. Let's remember this. Even in our hardest times, we're never alone. In this beatitude, Jesus shares something incredible. "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Matthew 5:5. Meekness isn't about being weak, it's about being gentle, kind, and patient, even when things are tough. Imagine a soft, gentle breeze on a warm day. It's calm and peaceful, yet powerful enough to bring comfort. That's what it means to be meek. Jesus is showing us that when we choose to be gentle instead of angry, or when we respond with kindness instead of shouting, we are blessed. It's like planting seeds of goodness in the world around us. Those who are meek, Jesus says, will inherit the earth. They'll be surrounded by peace and blessings. God loves gentle hearts, and when we treat others with care, He promises that we'll receive His blessings in return. So, the next time you have the chance, try showing kindness and patience. It's like sending love straight back to God. The fourth beatitude might be the most exciting. Jesus says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." Matthew 5, verse 6. Hunger and thirst. Those are feelings we all know well. But here, Jesus isn't talking about food or water. He's talking about something even more important, a deep desire to do what's right and to live in a way that pleases God. Imagine feeling as eager for kindness and fairness as you do for your favorite snack. Jesus promises that if we truly want to live a good, loving life, God will fill us up with joy, purpose, and everything we need. It's like being filled with the best feeling ever, knowing we are following God's path. So let's all ask God to help us make the right choices and to give us the strength to stand up for what's good. And hey, if you're loving these lessons from Jesus and want more of them, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'd love for you to join us on this journey of learning, growing, and living God's way. The fifth Beatitude brings us a beautiful lesson. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Matthew 5:7. Mercy is all about kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. Imagine someone hurting your feelings or making a mistake that affects you. Instead of getting even or staying angry, mercy means forgiving them and letting go of any bitterness. Jesus teaches us that when we show mercy to others, God will show mercy to us. It's like a cycle of kindness, a kindness boomerang. The kindness we send out always finds its way back to us. When we forgive others, we open our hearts to receive God's forgiveness too. Think about how good it feels when someone forgives us after we've messed up. That's the feeling Jesus wants us to experience and share with others. In a world that sometimes feels hard, being merciful helps make it brighter. So remember, the next time someone does something wrong, instead of holding on to anger, choose to be merciful. Show them the same forgiveness you would want. God sees every act of mercy, and He promises to bless us for it. Mercy is truly one of the greatest gifts we can give and receive. Now Jesus says something really special. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:8. To be pure in heart means to have a heart that's honest, loving, and true. It's about thinking and doing good things even when no one is watching. Being pure in heart means that what we feel on the inside, kindness, honesty, and love, matches what we do on the outside. It's having a heart that truly seeks to please God. Imagine looking through a perfectly clear glass window. You can see everything without anything blocking your view. That's what it's like when we have a pure heart. It's like our hearts become windows that let us see God's love all around us. Jesus promises that those who are pure in heart will see God. And this doesn't just mean seeing Him in heaven one day. It means seeing God's goodness in everyday things, like the kindness of a friend, the beauty of nature, and even in moments of peace when we're all alone. Let's ask God to help keep our hearts clean and pure, filled with love and honesty, so that we can see Him in all the wonderful ways He's present in our lives. If this message is filling your heart with inspiration, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more lessons like these. We're so glad you're here with us. The seventh Beatitude shines like a light for all of us. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Matthew 5:9. A peacemaker is someone who brings calm, understanding, and love into situations, even when others might want to argue or fight. Imagine two friends are having a disagreement, and instead of choosing a side or adding fuel to the fire, you help them find a way to understand each other and make peace. That's what a peacemaker does. Jesus says that when we work to create peace, we are like members of God's family, His sons and daughters. Isn't that amazing? God is the ultimate source of peace, and when we bring peace to others, we're following in His footsteps. Sometimes making peace takes courage, because it's easier to ignore problems or let anger grow. But Jesus tells us that being brave enough to seek peace is worth it. It's a way of showing others what God's love looks like. So, the next time you see a situation where people aren't getting along, remember the power of being a peacemaker. Step in with love, kindness, and understanding, and you'll be sharing God's peace with the world. If you're ready to help spread peace, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Let's keep learning how to live out these Beatitudes together. Finally, Jesus shares a powerful truth. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5:10. Persecuted is a big word, and it means facing unfair treatment, unkindness, or even being left out because we're standing up for what's right. Sometimes when we choose to be kind, honest, and loving, Others may not understand or agree with us. They might make fun of us or try to make us feel bad for doing what we believe is right. But here, Jesus gives us courage. He tells us that when we're brave enough to stand up for righteousness, even when it's hard, we are blessed with the promise of God's kingdom. It's like having a secret strength, knowing that God is with us, cheering us on when we choose love, honesty, and kindness over anything else. It's not always easy to stand up for what's right, but Jesus reminds us that we're not alone. God sees our courage and promises us His kingdom, an eternal place of peace and love with Him. So if you ever feel alone for doing what's right, remember this beatitude. God is proud of you, and He promises blessings to those who stand strong. And if this message has touched your heart, remember to like this video and subscribe so we can keep exploring more of Jesus' teachings together. You're part of something amazing, and that brings us to the end of the Beatitudes, 8 simple yet powerful teachings from Jesus that show us the way to a truly blessed life. Each beatitude is a reminder that real happiness doesn't just come from having things or always getting what we want. Instead, it comes from being humble, showing mercy, seeking peace, and having a heart filled with kindness, love, and strength. When we live by these teachings, we're not only making our own lives better, but we're also sharing God's love with everyone around us. Imagine a world where everyone lived by these words, where kindness, forgiveness, and peace ruled the day. That's the kind of life Jesus wants for us, a life filled with joy, purpose, and the promise of God's eternal kingdom. So thank you for joining us on this journey through the Beatitudes. If these words from Jesus have inspired you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and hit that subscribe button to stay with us for more lessons like this. Together, we can learn, grow, and spread God's love, one beatitude at a time. Thanks for watching, and remember, every act of kindness makes the world a brighter place.